That Dior deal, was it on? Was it off? Was it ever on? Was it completely fake? Who decided to come out with it? Was it all to deter away from that Spotify deal? Well, let me tell you, it was very much on. And then something changed. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here in the very heart of Kensington today. I hope you're keeping well. Beautiful vision behind me, is it not? Beautiful, beautiful green and sort of stunning vision that we love in summertime. By the way back on this day in 1949, can you believe this? There's a sensation over here at the start of Wimbledon, all thanks to the American tennis sensation called Gorgeous Gussie Moran. That's right. She appeared on court for the very first time with lace underwear, shocking everybody. How times have changed, don't you think? Designed by Teddy Tindler as well, I believe. And of course, one of those things that there's always somebody going to break the rules, are they not? There's talk over here as well whether they want to sort of relinquish the fact that all ladies and gentlemen should always play in white. I think it looks nice, don't you? Yes, I'd love to know what you think, but yes, way back in 1949, gorgeous Gussie Moran literally was the talk of Wimbledon. Perhaps some might say for all the wrong reasons. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. Now, what's interesting here is, as we now know, over the last few days, there's been this really big sort of story about whether, the Markles, as they like to be called, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, the former cable TV actress, will it be picked up by the fashion house Dior? We saw, didn't we, Prince Harry turn up in Dior for the coronation, and didn't look too hot in that, did it? Could do with the steam, I felt, at the back. We'll just leave that there. What's interesting also to note, though, is this. We've seen that Meghan has worn Dior on many different occasions, possibly reaching out to make sure that they know she's ready and available. But here's the deal, you see. Well, a big company like Dior obviously are always looking for hip new faces, normally people that are, up and coming, that they grab just on the cusp of international fame. So they grab them first, and then they basically claim, like all good fashion houses, that they discovered them and propelled them into international stardom. You couldn't really say that about the former cable TV actress Meghan Markle, over 40 and not necessarily seen as a fashion icon. I don't mean that unkindly. But what is interesting is this. There was a Dior deal on the table. Oh, yes. But the deal actually wasn't really what everybody thought. The deal was, in fact, and as ever we have to say allegedly, for Prince Harry. They liked the idea of Prince Harry appearing in their clothing, as we saw when he came over here to the High Court, the Royal Courts of Justice, and as I say, at the coronation. The deal was talked about, the deal was offered. Right, Dior? But what was interesting was that Prince Harry only wanted the deal not for himself, but for his wife, allegedly. We've seen this before, though, haven't we, at the Disney premiere when he was speaking to Bob Iger. Do you remember? Alongside Beyonce and Jay-Z, he was sort of touting for work for Meghan then, for voiceover work, all that sort of thing, and that resulted in the voiceover for the Elephant documentary. It appears, of course, that Meghan alone is not enough to sway the Dior deal. But seemingly, of course, if Prince Harry wanted to go along the way and double up to become a fashion icon, they could be persuaded. But so far, he wants to make it all about his wife, as he spoke so openly, lovingly, and very confidently about in the Royal Courts of Justice recently. So far, though, it looks like Dior have decided, well, not right now. Could things change? As ever, it's a developing story. When I know more, you know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.